Zidane, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. I haven't done a reaction video in a while, but I thought I would do one for Missing Link since it's the first Kingdom Hearts game in a while. And technically, I think I've done a reaction for every single Kingdom Hearts game that's come out since then. Since, like, well, no, I guess I just did 3. But I did it for every trailer, so why not for Missing Link? So, yeah. Let's take a look at this and then we'll discuss it afterwards.
他ならぬ君がこの世界に目覚めたのは漆黒の空に美しく歪んだ星の降る夜だった。流星が確認された海岸線を調査し
I'm just realizing now that I have it at 2 times speed. I'm kind of weird because that's what I do most of the time.
ていたらまさか漂着者
手に負えなければ本家預かりということでいいんじゃないですか。
君の心を試すのにちょうどいい任務もあるし。
アストラル界へ赴きハートレスに討伐を行います。アストラル界は無と有とがつながる世界。
漂着者はまず本家で保護する決まりでしょ。
単なる歪みなら俺たちが来る必要はない。
長つぶしはどっちだ。
錆びたキーブレードか。見せてもらってもいいかい？
異世界の記憶のかけらはとても貴重で結社間で奪い合いになることもあるんですよ。
ここは光と闇夢と歪みを持った多層都市スカラ・アドカエル。
Okay, this seems way more in depth than
物語が始まる
like any other game like this.
それがやがて失われる空白の歴史だとしても
Interesting. So, for one thing, so one thing that they kind of did mention in previous ones is that we would have frickin' you would go around the world and see like a lot of the different places. Let's see if I can find this. Where was it? It was near. Here it is. So, obviously, this is like considering like a town, which as it zooms out, obviously we see that is like that's Japan specifically, but you can see like all over the world. So, I think though. Well, there is like travel the world without stepping outside, so that makes me wonder if you are able to play the game even without necessarily going out. Which, I mean, that would make sense because like obviously there are certain places that like from what we are seeing like here, this looks like this would be something that would be just these are places that you can visit yourself and control your character. How exactly that's gonna work, I'm not sure. I feel like I don't know. There's a lot with this that just kind of concerns me. So obviously coming 2024, and they're doing the closed beta now apparently until the 19th. So cool. And it is I'll be taking a look at this to see what exactly is going on with that, but so yeah, I don't know. It's definitely interesting. So we will be getting the full game will be coming out next year. That has been that's basically what this is saying right here. But I'm intrigued because obviously this is way more in depth than say than like Pokemon or anything like that. And I think that part of the reason for that is because this is done by Pokemon themselves, or not Pokemon, Kingdom Hearts themselves. Another thing that seems interesting is I think we might have different Keyblades, but it's hard to see. Yeah, we definitely have different Keyblades, so there are going to be new Keyblades. Where exactly in the world we're going to be going, it's hard to say. But another thing also that's really interesting is that it appears that each of the different abilities that you have that are basically the characters, those are basically your spells, but then you still have your Keyblade, you're just if you want to spam an attack, just spam attack, you still can do that by hitting this Keyblade, and then that's your jump. So basically, these abilities, at least to me it looks like, these are basically your magics, and then you would set those up with however you want to do them. While these two, and then those would be your basic jump and attack. Is there a guard? Maybe. I'm not certain. And it does look like there will be Disney Worlds, but it's hard to say what exactly they mean by that. Because we can't see the specific worlds at this point in time, so they are kind of keeping it hidden. If they are going to be going to worlds that we've already been to before, I could see this being from like Pirates of the Caribbean, or something like that. But also, literally any world with palm trees could be this. And then there's the Scarlet Island itself. Which most of this map, most of what we're seeing, I think, looks like it's probably Scarlet Kylum. And then, as for the rest of these things, I'm not certain what exact, like, these are different bosses for sure, treasure chests, so I'm thinking, well, you can walk around and see all of the different places. Maybe you wouldn't be, there's also a little bit of a more, hey, you want to get involved with the rest of the world? You can, and you're not specifically limited to your specific region, which, to be fair, that can be very helpful. Like, imagine with Pokemon for a moment, because you have to walk around with Pokemon, you do have to go see each of the different, you have to go to these different locations. And if you want, like, a water type, then you have to find a river. And if you live, like, somewhere like, say, Nevada, for example, there's no rivers in Nevada. There's no water, period. So finding any water place could be very challenging. With just using Pokemon as the example, there's, yeah, some interesting stuff there. Also, this makes me think that this is, what we're seeing here, what I'm imagining this is you wandering around the world by, anyways. How exactly that'll work, I'm not certain. And then they just use, like, standard Scarlet Kylum designs for all of the different buildings. I don't know. It's hard to say for sure. And then maybe you are still able to walk around on... Maybe, like, when you go into buildings and stuff, then you'll, like, climb the building and then you'll be on top of it. I don't know. Like I said, it's complicated. But, obviously there will be some new characters and stuff like that. But also this, I want to just briefly discuss this as well, because it's just the fact that the Moogles, that leads me to believe that there is still some shopping that you can do. What exactly that means, I'm uncertain, but I think that needless to say, at this point in time, I am hopeful for what Missing Link could be. But at the same time, I do not trust that it will be a good game. Just because of the fact that it is an Android and iPhone game. Obviously, we had the trash fire that was Key, as well as the Dark Road. They're fine, but at the same time, they have a lot of issues. So, could this be a good game? Maybe, but I'm not holding my breath. Will I play it? Absolutely. Will I try to record my my footage so that we can talk about it? Yes, and I think that this one's going to be a little bit easier than, like, recording Pokemon, because it sounds like you are still able to go around to places, even if you're not specifically in that location. Like I said, I'm not 100% certain. We'll see exactly how things go, but for now, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that this is going to be a good game, but at the same time, it's unlikely. What I would like to see, though, because of the way that it seems like they're setting this up, I think that this game could be a really easy transfer. I think that they what might happen is that throughout 2024, this game, maybe it will start out on Android and iPhone, but based off of what I'm seeing here, I would not be surprised if this was a game that they are specifically designing. While it is specifically designed for for your phone, I think that they might be planning to do something where you'll be able to play it on your Switch or your PlayStation or your Xbox, because you are still able to move around. Is it going to be severely limited? Perhaps. And I think that that's a reasonable assumption to make. But what exactly that means, I'm not certain yet. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I've been Electro Ninja, and I'll see you guys next time. But on!